Okay, so many technical problems today, you guys. Like, I can't even. I'm trying to see if I can pull up Restream to use. Okay, so there's that, but I'm not really seeing chat. Okay. Okay, so the sound's okay, I guess. Let me move chat over here. Okay. Oops. Okay, where's... Oh, that cord is right there. I don't like that. Where can I put that? Maybe I can put this here. Okay. Or even down here. That's like totally in frame. I'm hating that. Okay. There we go. And Stream Elements letting us know they're here, doing nothing for us because for some reason I signed up with it, set up my computer and everything, but I'm sorry, I set up an account, but I'm Mac, so I don't know what the heck I'm gonna, or what Stream Elements will do with me or for me. So, yep. If my phone would turn on, I could see chat, so give me a few seconds, guys. I'm putting this netting on the wall. That's what you're looking at, and the sections I cut, I need to measure them. They kind of look like shit. I'm probably going to put it over here. Over here. Oop. Let me keep that stable. You can see the rest of the room, I think, is turning out pretty good. Oop. And I put... Oop. Yeah, I just put those mirrors up today, too. So that's kind of cool. And then the ceiling. I really like how the ceiling turned out. What up? What are you watching on, Tank? I'm having... Sorry, I'm not trying to make y'all nauseous with the camera work. I'm having so many chat problems, dude. Like, I can't even. So, thank you for... Is that... I think that... I can't tell if that icon... It's so small. Let me see. Hey, you must be on DLive. What's up? What does it say that is in the chest? Maybe I should do a coin drop. You're on Twitter. Ah, okay. Cool. See, I don't know why some of these are working and some of them aren't. Is like chat like magically working now? It's still not working for YouTube. Let me see if my phone's actually charged up yet. Okay. Oh, it is. Okay, hold on. Okay, YouTube. 1 second. Oh, do you see that delay? That delay is crazy. That delay is insane. Okay. YouTube's always going to be so mad at me. Even though they know there's been like a crazy problem like forever. And Restream's not been helpful. Let's see. Oh my god, I'm so sick of the coronavirus. Is anyone else sick of it? Okay. Okay, here we go. I just got chat. Okay. Matthew, creator of the God Galaxy, don't send your chat. Or don't send your number. I'm going to hide that. All right. Don't be putting your numbers in chat, guys. Like, that's a really good way to get, like, screwed with. And, like, you basically doxed yourself, you know? So... And there's a lot of weirdos. Well, actually, you didn't because I didn't approve that message. My bangs are all crazy. Okay, whatever. I'm decorating today, so who cares how I look? Okay, where's the rest? Oh, here's the rest of this roll. Okay, So here's where I screwed up. Okay, I see all these like lines and stuff. There shouldn't be as many of those. I don't really like how that turned out. So I guess maybe if I got a tape measure. But yeah, I'm gonna take that all down because I don't want it, like, I want it to be seamless. Ooh, I want it to be seamless, like maybe a couple solid lines, but the way it looks right now, I feel like it's way too many. So yeah, I'm sick of Corona too, dude. Like, everyone's freaking hysterical about it. It's getting old as fuck. And I don't know about where you guys are, where you're shopping, or you know, for your things. Where I'm at, the only thing open is 7-Eleven. Like, I have a feeling, I know grocery stores are supposed to stay open, right? Alright, so we're going to try this again. I'm going to take that all down, and we're going to try to, actually, we'll do this. So here, to there, okay. Alright, we want to make this more seamless. I may run out of this material. This is actually, I don't know if it's for like painting or something. What I'm using it for is not its actual purpose. Okay, so see how it kind of has like a fishnet look? That's kind of what I want to have on the wall here, but I don't want it as choppy as I did it. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do more solid lines with that. Oh, it's the Corona! No, just kidding. I know, I'm talking mad shit about the Corona. I know it's better to be safe than sorry. Like, I get it, but it's like, like, I tried to do a St. Patrick's Day thing, and a friend came from out of town, and we had to go to like 5 bazillion bars. No, we went to a bunch before we found like one of 2 that were open, and that's what we ended up going to. The first place we went shut down, and then we left because it was shutting down. It shut down at probably like midnight, and then the last place we went is called Indian Summer. And my sister worked there for a while. It's like a hookah lounge. And so that was open, you know. So that's what I did. It was like the most... Oh, that went flying. It was like the most low-key St. Patrick's Day ever. Obviously not including times where I didn't do anything. But I mean, like, the most low-key for anyone. So I think that says a lot. Some people are like, okay, what am I trying to say? Some people are so about that party life that like they don't give a F. But the fact that no one was out last night, that's just, I think that says a lot. The hysteria is getting worse. I think with stockpiling of various items that you may or may not need. Like, okay, so... Obviously, people realized, okay, you can't get toilet paper anymore, so what's your next best thing? They're buying tissue or napkins. Those are all almost gone now, too, and I'm thinking the next thing we're going to start to see disappearing, I have a feeling that's going to be coffee filters or, like, maybe bar mops or bar mop towels or bar towels. But people are, and anytime anyone's able to restock toilet paper, it's gone like the instant they put it on the shelves. So if you really, really need toilet paper, I can tell you how you can get it. And where you're going to get that is going to be wholesale, but not like Costco wholesale, like where restaurants buy their toilet paper, or basically any company that buys or that has a bathroom. They'll get theirs from another supplier, sometimes Costco, but there were a couple brands I saw that I'd never heard of, so they must be for like industrial commercial. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out a little better and get back to you, but I saw Where did I go tonight before they shut? They also shut down early. There's a grocery store called Smart and Final. They also have somewhat wholesale, but their amount of bulk is not quite as much as, say, like Costco. But in certain items, they are bulk. Anyways, so I see like their back is open, like where their restroom is or whatever, and there were like huge things of toilet paper for their employees, but it was brands I never heard of. So, I don't know. Like one called Palm, P-O-M. If you guys can find out who makes P-O-M, Palm toilet paper, maybe you can get it from them. On a scale of 1 to 10, I don't know why you're saying Asians never get sick. Okay, this is so weird. OG Geezer, what do you think? All right, that's cool. All right, that's fine. If you're not attracted to me, I don't know what to tell you. You don't have to watch. That's fine. You're not going to ruin my night. You know, it's kind of funny. I've had this conversation with a lot of people, but somebody, who was it? I want to say it was a female. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. It was this female gyno I went to, and I don't know what her problem was, but she just starts like man-hating out the gate, like just talking crap about like male gynecologists doing it because it's a power trip or something like that. And then she also was saying how, and this part I kind of agree with, how women throughout history, we've been basically treated and assumed to be decoration on a subconscious level. And the thing with that is guys are expecting that so much that when they see a woman that they find unattractive or overweight and they're not into that, they get angry. They get angry. Like, how dare you exist and be in my eye line and be unattractive? But yeah, so, ow! Oh, I just stepped on a tack. Fuck. That felt great. Yeah, so, I don't know what her deal was that day, but we had this, like, whole conversation. Lasted quite a while. Even while she inserted a speculum in me, she's talking about how much she hates guys. Like, I don't know. I think maybe that day she had just decided to become a lesbian. Like, that would make sense. Because the way she was talking was completely out of nowhere. But I was amused. When you have a trusting face, people just open up to you and tell you any and everything. Sometimes it's cool. Sometimes you're like, I wish I would have came in later. Okay, so... Okay, because this is going to get in the way right here. So let me see if I have a piece that'll already fit that. This might. Actually, this might be just right. Okay, well, if I cut off a row, maybe if I cut off a row. Okay. I'm using tacks right now to do this. Okay, yeah, I'm using tacks right now to do this, but when I get everything laid up, I'm actually going to be spray painting, what do you call it, staples, because I got a staple gun, and I'll pull the tacks out. Right now the tacks don't look so bad, and they don't look that bad on camera, but they're not black or white. And you guys know my theme with this room is like obsessively black and white. Okay, hold on. Okay, so then what's... Okay. Actually, that works. Okay, we'll just do that. See how now the can't talk. The seams I think are much cleaner. And YouTube, I'm gonna check chat in just a second. All right. I gotta kind of have it on my phone, and my phone has this setting to idle off fairly quickly. I can probably change that now, I had my phone set to that for a particular person that's really no longer around anymore, so I can change that. Gosh, that's one thing I love about being single, is not having to answer to people. I mean, you shouldn't have to answer to someone if you're dating either. You should, like, people don't own you. But some people act like that. And because of that, and not just the mentality of thinking they may own you, but I've had people who feel entitled to things that I believe everyone has a right to privacy over. Like phone checkers, not cool with that. I'm not a phone checker. But if you're going to demand that to see my phone, guess what, honey? I get to see your phone too. And it's so funny how their attitude completely changes when they're required to do what they ask of others. You know, all of a sudden they're no longer interested. What does that tell you? You know exactly what that says. Okay, YouTube, 1 second. It's not an over-the-shoulder cam, guys. It's so you can see what I'm doing. I have 2 cameras set up, and right now I'm working on this. See how I did very badly here, and I just kind of cut it up all fucked up. I'm tearing it down. I want this to look cleaner, but basically this wall is supposed to look like lace. Or, I'm not, sorry, lace, fishnet. Oh, here we go. That's why you carry 3 phones? I feel you on that. I'm not streaming on a phone. I'm streaming through my desktop. I do have phones that I need to fix the screens on. I think if I fixed that... Alright, is this wasting toilet paper from blowing my nose in it? Just kidding. No, I gotta fix the screens on the backup phones I have so I could have like a chat phone or whatever. I'm doing my best to manage everything, so thank you for your patience. You're sick of... That's what I'm saying, geezer! Me too! Like, it's out of control. And now the media is saying, like, okay, people, don't be hysterical, blah, 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 stay calm. But every time they do that, they don't realize they're inevitably, or like indirectly, causing more hysteria for people with that kind of personality. You know? Like, just think of certain current events or things that have happened in recent world history and how much the media hyping it up, the effect that has on some individuals. You know, they get really... and what am I trying to say? They're really, I guess, affected by it? More specific than that. I don't know. Okay, let's see if this is a good piece. Just do... Okay, actually, that's okay. Wish I had stronger scissors. Oh, thank you. How did you find my stream? What is the... what is this stream about? Or, hold on. What is the scope about? Oh, okay. So, on today's stream, what I'm doing is I'm decorating the black and white room in the RV. I'll show you guys. Alright, so it's coming together really well. I'm really, really loving it. But it's requiring a lot of detail. So it's super, super tedious. Right now I'm currently working on this wall. And that is supposed to have like a fishnet vibe to it. So that's what we're doing. But this is what my ceilings, the ceiling's probably my favorite part. But yeah, so lots more to do there. I figured since I can't go out anywhere, since I can't hang out with anyone, might as well finish the decorating. This room I was planning on doing last, but I realized even though it's still super tedious, it's actually a lot easier paint-wise and everything else than the other rooms that I'm working on. So I'm like, I'll just knock this one out. And then, I don't know, as long as I finish them, it'll be fine. Alright, so I'm sorry there's a delay on one of the cameras. Or not, it's just like a buffering or something. You can see it when it happens occasionally with movement. Okay. I'm hoping within okay. Learn how to talk, Tracy. I'm really hoping that the quarantine, and this is probably the last I'll mention of it, I'm hoping that it slows down the cases and the spreading enough that maybe like within a week we can kind of resume to our normal lives. That would be nice. And by resume to our normal lives, I mean maybe certain things open up again. Stores and whatever. Did you guys stockpile anything? The black tape project. Sure, we can call it that. No, I just, I don't know. I think black and white picture, or motif, can't talk. I think it's really fucking elegant. And I wanted to have a room that was all black and white. I've never done a room like this before. A lot of my other bedroom type places have been like burgundies or reds, like colors like that. I think almost every single one has been like a shade of red. So this is the first time I've ever worked with this color for a bedroom, or this, I guess, scheme. And I'm really, really loving it. I think it's going to be so cool when it's done. And I'm really excited about getting it done. See, now with cutting these in better sections, the push pins don't bother me as much. Like, it looks a lot cleaner. But I'm probably still going to end up spray painting staples black and then putting those on the wall. So, fam, that has actually been postponed a little bit, that process, because of the coronavirus. So I'm really upset about that. But thank you for asking. That is still in the process of happening. But with everything being shut down, there's like a protocol of how that works. And certain officials are unavailable or off work. And certain things that they're supposed to do in order for that to happen, they cannot do remotely. So that process, unfortunately, is somewhat on hold, at least until April, I believe. So bummed about that, but that is still definitely happening. Thank you for asking. That's interesting, Barefoot. I just hope my strip clubs open up. Oh, man. That's interesting, too. See, I didn't look very deeply into the personal information of the people who have contracted it and have had passed. I know a lot of them tend to be older, and the news is kind of reporting some of the details on them. They also tend to have had some kind of underlying respiratory issues, and obviously, you know, that kind of makes sense that it would work that way. Just like flus and stuff, if you have respiratory issues, severe ones, and then you get a flu, that tends to happen as well. I realize it's not a flu, but it seems to be very similar to one, like the way it's acting and the way it's being spread. You know what I thought was hilarious? I don't know who did this today or not, because I don't think my mom came into work, but, it's my parents' business. I don't think my mom came in today because I bought some items that I found at a store that are probably going to become scarce soon, and she could not mark up ridiculously, but she could just put on the shelf, you know, at least make some profit off of it, right? And I don't believe it was any other employee because unless they had no choice to, because they were making fun of me and my mom. I'll tell you why. Let me grab it. Okay, so this is paper, or toilet paper, but it's not ordinary. It is, but it isn't. I'll explain it. So we have, actually these are only 2, but there's 3 brands. I have the other one somewhere. So this is this is RV toilet paper, right? Yay! And the difference between, God damn it! Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, the difference between that and standard home toilet paper. Okay, sorry about that. Let me fix this. Okay. The difference mainly is that RV paper, like this one, is made to dissolve in septic tanks. It's different than like piping in houses. Although I feel like in the near future, the way like they drain our waste and stuff, eventually all toilet paper will have to become like this. But basically it's meant to dissolve and break down so you can drain your black water tank. That's everything that comes out of the toilet. My mom has quite a bit of it in stock. And because of everyone freaking out about toilet paper, she decided to move the toilet paper in from its normal section to the front of the store. And she also wanted to put a post on Facebook about it. And I'm like, oh, that's a really good idea. She didn't hashtag it, so I took the liberty to hashtag it and stuff like that. She didn't even, I'll have to look to verify that it's still the same price, but she didn't even mark it up. She's not price gouging at all. She's just advertising that they had it. So me and my mom are setting this up, doing this, talking about it, and my dad overhears us, right? And he gets really mad and annoyed. He's like, no one gives a shit about toilet paper. It's whatever. You know, they're not going to come here for toilet paper. The next thing we know, the phone's like ringing off the hook. People are coming in, buying hella toilet paper. I had several errands to do over the last couple days, but every time I've seen my mom, she's like, oh my God, the toilet paper is selling like crazy. And then today I went into the shop after they closed to shut down everything. And I noticed some of the supplies that I bought for my mom to resell. They were still where I put them, which is what makes me think maybe she didn't work today. And I see a sign on the toilet paper display, and it says limit 2 per person max. So anyone else in the store doesn't give a shit to do that. So I'm either thinking someone felt like, oh, we have to do that, or my mom came in to put the sign and then went. I have no idea what happened. But yeah, my dad's mad because we were right. And here's the thing, we didn't even rub it in. We just let our work speak for itself. I'll cut another piece. Yeah, so he's mad because we were right. And we didn't even say, I told you so. We just let the sales speak for itself. But I guess he gets annoyed when he has to come out of the back to ring up just toilet paper. So whatever. I might end up working in the store to help out with that tomorrow. Because they don't have enough mechanics to have to stop a job and go ring someone up. So I don't know. And I have no problem helping. Like sometimes my mom's like, oh, I gotta run to the bank or something. Can you take over the phones? And then I do that. But I have fun messing with people when that happens. So maybe that's why she hasn't asked me. The economy is in danger. Twerk on the haters. I will do that momentarily, J-Dog. I can't control myself. Oh my goodness. Wait, who do you think people are faking respiratory issues just to get tested and screened? That's interesting. Okay, well, I know, like I said, I realize this is not a flu. But I didn't want to go out every night, okay? I was just like, it's St. Patty's Day. Like, I thought I could get some cool IRL content, and it just didn't happen. I never get the fucking flu. I just don't get it. So, I'm not really worried for myself. But I understand that just because I don't tend to have symptoms of illnesses, that you can still be a carrier. Much like a lot of diseases or illnesses. So, out of respect, I guess I'll continue to quarantine myself. I'm just saying I hope it's contained, and I hope we can go back to normal soon. That's all I'm saying. You know? Okay. Okay, that top one looks like shit, but like from here down, I think it looks a lot better. I'd rather have the longer panels than this weird like puzzle thing I did unintentionally. I'm looking at my meters and it seems to be okay, but how does this sound? How is the sound, guys? If you would rate it from ear rape to a reasonable volume, please let me know. I'll probably be getting I do have a mic. I'll probably be getting that out of storage tomorrow. Because I do think the sound was much better with that. I don't like how the built-in works, or how the built-in mic is. Okay, let's see if we have another thinner piece. Maybe like this. Okay. Shoot, okay. Let's see. Oh, that looks so much better. Wow. Alright, so probably do this. Oh, I might as well just do all the netting tonight, or the fishnet wall, which is just basically this side, repeated over there, and then a tiny little piece above the blinds. I'll do that, and then maybe we'll finish this wall right here. I'll show you guys. So I think these two walls, let me see. Oop. I'm really sorry for the delays that's happening. So see this one, this, and this wall. Oop. I think I want to match. And then the hideous wallpaper right here, I'm going to paint that white, and I might paint something else on it. I don't know what yet, but I think we'll, yeah. Yeah, if I got, yeah, I'd be happy with that. I just want this done already so I can do like cool shoots in it. Hey, what up? We got two Wills up in here. How did you find us, Will Cruz? Are you on CX? How long have you been following the Twitter? Just kidding. I'm really trying to pay attention to my demographic, guys, because more or less the numbers on YouTube, not the views, those fluctuate quite a bit, but the actual subscriber count has been incredibly stagnant, like very stagnant. It's like it's within a 50 amount of followers, like it's like give or take, it's stayed around the same numbers. So I'm really curious where people are finding me and what's interesting them, what's not interesting them. I'm really trying to pay attention to that. So if you guys ever leave comments about it, if you ever write me about it, I do read them, and it does matter. Even if you totally hate it, that's okay too. That's fine. I'm obviously not, I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but if you hate it and you have ways I could improve, like ideas on how I could improve, that would be nice too. So either way, the feedback is very appreciated. I'm oblivious. What do you mean I'm oblivious? Would I date Blade? Oh, God, no. Definitely not. Thank you for that. Thank you for the CX quality. Okay. Thank you, Bralove. That is a good point. Thank you, Nerfy. So what's happening is the coronavirus has actually postponed the return date for us. So that kind of sucks. It's been pushed back a little bit, but it is very much happening. So thank you for asking, and thank you for your support on that, because it's been absolute hell without him. So, Salt and Peppa, what are you doing to protect yourself and your loved ones during the critical not incubation time, but during the quarantine? What I think is most concerning is obviously the inability to protect all the healthcare workers, the fact that they ran out of masks so quickly, and the lack of tests. So because of that, they're having to make a lot of judgment calls on who gets tested and who doesn't get tested. But at the same time, we have to remember that you can be a carrier with absolutely no symptoms. So what I think should happen is if a case does appear, someone tests positive, then they need to recall everywhere they went in the past however many hours you're able to catch it, or it's I forget the name of it, but there's a period in which you're contagious. They're going to have to recall their whereabouts to the best of their abilities, and then notify those places. If it's public places, then there should be an announcement made. If you were at blah, blah, blah between this time and this time, go get tested. If they did it that way, I think they could use whatever tests we have the most efficiently, and we could continue to prevent the spread of it, because if you were at a said place when someone with it caught it, that would, you know what I mean? I think that's the only way to do it. There's also people who are scared of going to go to the hospital because they don't have insurance. So I think that's another problem too. There could be carriers that, or not just carriers, but there could be people who actually have symptoms of it and they're not doing anything about it. Oh, bruh. Okay, I'm not. Okay, I understand the stats on if X amount of people get it, then just statistically how many people are going to die. I'm not downplaying it, okay? I'm not. It's just weird for me, man. I've never been through a quarantine. The only quarantine I was ever in was like in a movie, and that wasn't real. Okay. So what I think is also kind of, is anyone watching in college, or do they have school-age children? I just heard on the news where I'm at, they're working on online classes, but there's also like a nationwide curriculum that's being developed for online classes, and they're giving away. Well, they're not. They're not giving them away. They're loaners, desktop or laptops for kids to continue school. Oh, you're on Periscope. Okay, awesome, nice. See, someone was telling me, "Oh, don't use Restream. It's blame. Blah blah blah." No, I honestly think that until I'm exclusively contracted anywhere, I should spread myself all over the place. No, just kidding. No, I like the ability to give my viewers a choice of where they want to watch me. And by using multiple platforms, I'm still able to acquire new people, like William Cruz. What the fuck? Who? Okay, so this commercial that we're hearing right now in the background. No, I'm not dumping it. Okay, there's a lot of hate going on towards Asians. It doesn't matter what Asian country they're actually from. The people who are harassing them clearly cannot tell apart their Asians. But there was just like a PSA commercial. I don't know if it's a national spot or what, but they were saying slanderous things towards Asians, and one of them was 9/11 was your fault. I don't think anyone. Okay, whoever thought that Asians caused 9/11? There's no. I'm sorry. I what? I didn't realize people were that ignorant. Definitely, Asians did not cause 9/11. That is insane. Does anyone trade stocks? Oh, what else is happening? Oh, the Kentucky Derby was canceled too. The last time the Kentucky Derby was canceled, I believe, was around World War II when horse races were made illegal for a short period of time. Okay, Nerfy, where did you get the interpretation on COVID-19 meaning Satan sleep slaughter? UFO fact or fiction? Good point. So, I'm sorry. Okay, so Nerfy, I'm sorry your dad lost a lot in his stocks, but check this out. The stock market will eventually recover. If you want to get into stocks, obviously now's the time to buy, and your payoff, it's not going to be immediate. It's going to be like, think delayed gratification. So if you hold out, if you let it ride, as they say, it should eventually recover itself. And you know, it won't be forever. It is a little scary because of how much it crashed and how quickly it crashed, but it always comes back up. So at this point, I would also think, if you want to be savvy with it, I would think about like, okay, what are necessities right now? What are things that people are going to buy that they can't not buy? If jobs are going to be suspended, you know, you're not going to have a lot of extra income, right? So if everyone's tighter than paycheck to paycheck, what is something people are still going to buy no matter what? Whatever those things are, that's what to buy stock in. How severe are the quarantines in your areas, guys? I know in like Santa Cruz area, you can't even be out walking or driving around. I know that in Santa Cruz, if you are caught out and about, you can get a ticket for $1,000. That's not quite the case here in Monterey County yet, but I know for sure that's what's up in Santa Cruz. So, whoop, that's kind of crazy. Let's cut this a little more. Do any of you guys believe in false flags? If so, if you believe that this could be part of a... Now, I'm not saying that the illness is false, but if you think that there is a distraction going on in the media as far as the hyping it up, what do you think is going on in the background that we're not paying attention to? What up, Appalachian Andy? How you been? Maybe I should turn the news up. Well, it's a little better. I don't like this part right here. Well, actually, I can cut it off. There we go. It's not as bad. All right. Buy low, sell high. Exactly. Buy a toilet paper factory. Yes, right? The Gulf of Tonkin. Can you explain that one to me? I know I sound ignorant, not knowing what that is, but to be honest, a lot of this year with all the Alistair stuff has kind of been a blur, and I've dedicated a lot of my time to legal research, so it's almost like I've been under a rock. So there's a lot of things that I probably should know about that I don't. So if you would fill me in on that, I would love to know. I believe you can add links in chat, so if you want to link me to something and I can get like a cliff note of it, because I'm going to take a break in the next... Let's see, we've been live. Okay, I'm going to take a break probably in about 5 minutes for about 5 minutes. So if you link me something, I can catch up and join the conversation. But off top, I'm not sure what you're referring to. So I don't want to have an opinion on something that I don't know about. Not bad at all. Mm. Okay. If you want to try posting that link again, I am watching chat right now, so I can try to allow it. Okay. You know what else was interesting about Pearl Harbor? That was, and there's documents that back up what I'm about to mention. If you don't believe me, you're welcome to find them yourself on the CIA's website and also the FBI's website. There are tons of documents on there via the Freedom of Information Act, and it is confirmed, although moderately to heavily redacted, but even with what we can read, there most certainly was a weather warfare, biological warfare. They started doing that in Vietnam, and they flooded the camps. They made it rain. So that's kind of crazy. All right, put a 1 in chat if you, yes, HARP, yes, yes, yes. You know what's up. You know what's up. Okay, guys, put a 1 in the chat if you stocked up on necessities. Put a 2 in the chat if you didn't stock up on necessities. And put a 3 in the chat if you're a couponer and you have everything. I personally have not stocked up on necessities, but I am resourceful enough. I feel that if I start running out of things, I will be able to figure out, substitutions, and I feel like I will get by. All right, guys, we are at the 55-minute mark. That means I'm going to take a 5-minute break. I'm actually going to try to stream for a long time today. I'm so close to remonetization, that if I do several long streams, which tend to get the most views, I believe I can hit the watch hours fairly quickly, especially with people being home, bored, and stuck with nothing better to do than watch my stream or troll. So I'm going to take a 5-minute break here. We'll be right back, okay? Don't go anywhere. Now's a good time to go potty, too, so you don't miss anything. I'm definitely going to go potty. Okay, just kidding. Okay, we'll be right back, guys. Stay tuned. There we go, we're back. Okay, hold on, let's move this, sorry. Oh my god, who's blowing me up? How annoying. Oh my god. Alright guys, so let me talk about an ongoing issue I'm having. So the electricity went out in this thing, so I'm constantly having to be plugged in to a building now. And because of that, there's wires everywhere, which are fun to trip on. So I'll usually get pissed off and unplug everything when I go to bed. Then when I wake up, if I can't see, because even during the day, there's not enough light in here, I won't be able to see to find my glasses. If I can't find my glasses, I can't find anything. I can't function at all. I actually need a new prescription because these are incredibly, like, out of focus for me now. God damn it. But obviously optometrists are not available. Everything's closed. So I don't know when that issue is going to get taken care of. Hopefully sooner than later, because like at night, even with my glasses, I can't drive. It's not safe. It's too sketch. Okay, let's do this piece. Cut this. What did I just... Oh, there's the scissors. Let's measure this again. Damn it. I don't know how they're going to, the way they're going to give everyone that $1,000, if it's going to be an automatic tax refund or whatever. That will encourage everyone to file taxes, number one. But if you owe anything that can, I guess, you know, whatever, like that could be absorbed by something else and then you could possibly not get it. Like if you owe the IRS already and then you file taxes, you won't get that $1,000 stimulus or relief check. You know, if there's anything you owe that can if anything is able to garnish wages from you, your stimulus check would be absorbed by whatever entity that is if they get it to people that way. They should just go through the DMV and wherever people claim to live, so update your addresses, is where they should send the checks. That's the fairest way that makes sure the check gets in everybody's hand. Because I guarantee you, there's people whose stimulus check, or what, I forget what they're naming it, but you know what I'm trying to say. I guarantee you a lot of people aren't going to be able to get theirs because they owe whatever. So that's kind of not the solution if they go about it that way, in my opinion. And anyone who's working under the table at all, if you're not filing taxes for whatever reason, you're not going to be able to get a stimulus check either. Let's see. But for those who would still be able to get it, I wonder if it's actually enough to help the economy or not. I know. Yay! Thank you for the follow. Let's move that so we can see the, there we go, alert. Thank you so much for the follow. We love follows. I should put this Streamlabs address in a text file on here. I think I'm going to do that in a second. Okay, hold on. I guess I could put this back up. Oop. Oh shit. Oh, hold on. I'm such a fucking spaz. Okay, what is that? Alright, hold on. Something made my screen, or I think the keyboard fell and it got really dark. There we go. Oh, that's cool. Stream Elements, thanks, people. Okay, so Stream Elements does that. I guess that is actually useful. Awesome. Okay. Oh, okay, that rod is a little bit short, but we'll leave it up there for now just so we can kind of get an idea how that's going to look when it's done. Totally loving it. Awesome. Okay. I have this much left. Oh, shit, I'm going to run out, you guys. Okay, so I may have to do, like, divide this wall up over here and figure out what to do with the other half of it, because I don't know if I can. I mean, I could possibly get more, but I don't know. God damn it. Alright. We're going to have to make do. 1 second, YouTube. I have to get the phone. Is it charged up? Okay. Do this. My favorite. What's my favorite troll? How can anyone speak with me? Oh, wait, hold on. I don't know if this argument is involving me or whatever. One dude, I am. I have no idea what you're referring to. Okay, so there's something going on between... okay, I got it. One dude, do you know the only... Really? Here, because I actually have... Yeah, I do. Hold on, I'm going to shut this down right now. I can't believe I'm going to get papers to prove this. This is ridiculous. Here we go. Yay! What is this? You see? There we go. There we go. I do this multiple times a week and I have to pay for it out of pocket myself. So you're wrong. Okay. And if I had anything ever, even one time, there's no way I would be with it. I would be in reunification within a year. That's just not how it works. Trust me. Also, let's see. I'll make one more comment on that, and then we are changing topics. Yeah, so if you can find something that that works, that's non-stimulant, okay, be my guest. I'll wait. I'll be amazed. I'm actually supposed to go to Stanford because I think, well, hold on, let me move this computer or the screen one second. I think my sleep doctors, like, it's not a major city, right? Hold on, let's put the camera. Let me, because I don't know what we're going to be doing next, so I don't know where to put this. But yeah, so is it this camera? Sorry. Okay, hold on, I have to move this. I'm sorry, guys. Forgive me. For some reason, because narcolepsy is... Okay, I'm looking right at this camera. Weird. Oh, it's because of how I have it framed. Okay, one second, guys. Let's fix this. There we go. Okay, so for whatever reason, the rarity of narcolepsy is, I guess, so fucking rare that unless you're in a metropolitan town, seeing a specialist there, I guess your average sleep clinic or your average sleep doctor doesn't know enough about it to properly treat you and medicate you. They've been trying to figure out what I need and the dosage I need for it for, let's see, I was officially diagnosed like 2 years ago. Yeah, for 2 years they've been trying to figure out my medication regimen and they can't figure it out. They always will, well, no, whenever like modafinil was invented, that changed the standards for treating narcolepsy because it is a non-stimulant. If you look it up, there's a misclassification of it that calls it a stimulant, but if you actually look into like what it's made of, if you actually really read into it, you'll come to find that modafinil is actually a non-stimulant. That's the first thing they use to treat narcoleptics nowadays. And if that doesn't work, then they move on to the long list of stimulants. And for me, modafinil only seems to more or less help me with coordination, because when you sleep so long, you can get atrophy, or you can have trouble with motor skills, balance, and it also helps me, like, I guess with my articulation. Sometimes upon waking, I'm so out of it that like I can't even get my words straight. So modafinil in that way helps those particular issues. But as far as keeping me awake to function, it doesn't work. We've tried other medications and we took away the modafinil, and that's how we figured out that that's all the modafinil does for me. So they added that back to the regimen. But whoever, let's see, gotta pull up YouTube chat again. I am a granny, that's true. Cheesy, maybe. I may do a leak. I didn't say you were trolling or trying to hurt me. I'm just explaining to you what you're perceiving as something is probably not quite what you're thinking. I was just breaking that down. And I also, I don't know. I have no problem talking about it because there's not a lot of information about narcolepsy, and it's actually a lot more common than people think. The thing is that the average time frame of a patient to officially get diagnosed tends to be about 10 years. So because of that, people will go to their general practitioners, they'll go to all these various doctors trying to figure out what's wrong with them, and oftentimes they'll give up. And rarely will a general practitioner or even a sleep doctor, unless it's a good one, look for narcolepsy. Because here's the thing with it, you can't fake it. If you have type 1, it's pretty obvious, but the lesser obvious one is what I have, which is type 2. I don't have cataplexy. So without the cataplexy, it just kind of looks like you're lazy. Cataplexy is fainting spells or sleep attacks that happen when you're excited or sad or anything. Like laughing can make you like have a sleep attack with people with cataplexy. So I don't have that. The only way to test for my type of narcolepsy is a sleep clinic where they put all kinds of wires on you. They measure how often you're waking up. They measure all that crap. You do one where you take naps and they wake you. And then there's that's the sleep latency one. And they see how quickly you go into REM. And then the other one is they just let you sleep for like 12 hours straight and see how, like, what happens in that time. All of the sleep tests, no matter what kind they were, I went into REM within a minute. The average person takes 5 to 20 minutes to go into REM. There's also 4 phases of sleep. I only do 3 phases. And the 4th phase of sleep that I don't do is the one that your brain does, or the one that tells your brain, okay, we slept, let's make energy. That sleep phase, I forget what it's called, but that one my brain doesn't do. So it doesn't think to make energy, meaning it doesn't think to wake me up, and if I'm awake, I feel like a zombie, even if I slept 12, 8, 36, 72. It doesn't matter how much I sleep, how normal I sleep, it doesn't matter if I go to bed at the same time. It's going to be a lifelong problem. I think I've had it since I was a teenager. And that's it on the narcolepsy talk. I'm glad we all are on the same page there, and I'm glad we all learned something about it. It is very possible someone you know could have it. I honestly think my little sister has it too, but with and she had an issue with drugs, but she's been clean for like 3 years. Unfortunately, due to her drug history, she wouldn't be able to get the medication that she would need to feel normal, and that kind of sucks. Unless one of their non-stimulants would work for her. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she has narcolepsy too. I mean, that girl will sleep through the apocalypse. Like, I can't even. Thank you, Alex F. Michelle's the best. Okay, so modafinil can be taken for all kinds of purposes. Let's look it up. It's not just for, I know it's not just for narcolepsy. I know it can also be used as a smart drug, but because it's a non-stimulant, you can have it prescribed to you for various things. Most doctors will allow it because it's a non-stimulant. So it's not controlled the way like Adderall or Vyvanse or things, or like Ritalin, things like that. I think modafinil is also for losing weight, perhaps, or even depression, I've heard. Oh, check this out. Okay, crazy. So there is a new one called Sunosi. And I remember the last time, because I have to go to my sleep doctor like almost every month, sometimes every 3 months, just depending on how my current regimen is affecting me. There's a lot of blood tests and stuff that I do. But the last time I saw him, he told me about something called Sunosi that came up. And when I was looking up modafinil, you would think the definition of modafinil would come up, but no. This is what came up. Oh, hold on. Where is it? Sorry. I'll just hold it up to this one. There we go. So, hopefully that gives my doctor a break from trying to push Xyrem on me. Yes. We'll talk about Xyrem in a second and why I did not want to freaking take it. Okay. Modafinil can treat narcolepsy, sleep apnea, which apparently I have that, like a mild form of it apparently. Hello, free nose job. Hey. No, I'm going to get a PPO just to get a nose job, get the nose job, and then cancel it, and then go back to my HMO. Because PPO will pay for it entirely. Okay. So, also sleep or shift work sleep disorder. So Paul may or may not have sleep issues, but because of his stream schedule, he may have something called shift work sleep disorder, and that tends to happen with people who work a lot at night, people who are graveyard workers. So I could imagine that could be a reason he was prescribed it. Like I said, it's not like you can't classify it with Adderall or Vyvanse or Ritalin because it's just not like that. I don't know what about it. Because see, look here, the first one says stimulant, right? But when you actually look into it, I know my nails are dirty. Don't judge. I was painting, okay? When I'm done painting, I'm going to fix my nasty ass nails. Okay, it's paint. It's not dirt, just so we're clear. Okay, so, like I said, when you first look at it, it'll say stimulant, but that's wrong. Let's actually look up the true definition of it. People were trying to say that it was like the next smart drug, like Limitless. Like they were trying to say that was based on modafinil. I'm going to say no. It is nowhere near that. But yeah, okay. Okay, this is what's funny about modafinil, right? And why I kind of think I want to phase it out and figure out some other way to deal with my cognition and my motor skill issues upon waking with narcolepsy. Here's what's creepy about it. So the medication obviously does not cure the sleep disorders. It does not get rid of all your sleepiness. It does not take the place of getting enough sleep. It should not be used to treat tiredness or hold off sleep in people who do not have a sleep disorder. It is not known how modafinil works to keep you awake. Okay, so it's just like anesthesia. We don't know, but we're just here, have some. It is thought to work by affecting certain substances in the brain that control the sleep-wake cycle. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so I want to see the actual classification of it. Oh, isn't Allertech over the counter? I think Allertech's over the counter because it was saying other names for it. Okay, trade names are Provigil, Allertech, and Modavigil. Provigil is the brand name of this medication. Okay. Okay, it's a Schedule 4 prescription only, but it's not controlled like like Adderall would be or something. Okay, bioavailability is not determined due to the aqueous insolubility. It is excreted through your urine 80%, the rest is through your skin. Mm. Mm. Apparently, it can give some people hallucinations. I've never had that. That's crazy. Um, okay. Okay, so yeah, it's under the brand name Provigil, among others. It's a medication to treat sleepiness due to narcolepsy. Narcolepsy is the first thing it was designed for. Shift work sleep disorder or obstructive sleep apnea. While its off-label use is purported as a cognitive enhancer, the research on its effectiveness for this use is not conclusive. Yeah, so there have just not been enough studies on it. People are just like, it works for this and this, and then they just didn't continue to research it. That's a little sketch, but that's how I want to say all medications kind of go in this world nowadays, or at least in the States anyway. Okay, YouTube, let's pull up chat. No, it's the thing is no, it's all good. I don't mind talking about it. Like I said, there's a lot of things that can look a certain way, if you don't know any better. And when people ask about it, like I don't mind sharing it because, like I said, it's really rare to be diagnosed with it, but I think it's more common than the diagnoses are. So if if you're like me and if most of your life getting up has been a nightmare, if you are always tired, if you have to set multiple alarms, and then say you have a day where you can just fuck off and sleep all day, the next day you're still tired. And some people are like, oh, it's because you sleep too much. No, I've slept every amount of time you can or can't sleep, and it's still the same. If you always feel like a zombie when you're awake, if you constantly have to fight falling asleep, maybe consider getting tested for it. Your normal doctor is just going to be like, if you don't push to be tested for narcolepsy, they're just going to write you off and say you're ambitious, you're lazy, or you're depressed. And what's funny is that those the at least depression symptoms can kind of go along with it until you get a diagnosis, because the people around you, if because I think I had it since I was a teenager. Like my dad would be like, "You're lazy." Boyfriends would call me lazy because we didn't know I had something. All we knew is I would just sleep my life away. So if you've always been tired, if you had to rely on like energy shots and coffee and all these like over-the-counter uppers and they're not doing anything for you, consider getting tested. Seriously. And like I said, you can't fake it. They test your sleep habits through multiple sleep clinics. It's how quickly you go into REM. That is a major marker. Like that's a criteria that you have to have. And then the other must-have criteria is they do a spinal tap. There is some type of chemical, or not chemical, there's a DNA strain, something they find through spinal fluid that is indicative or indicative of, I can't talk, of narcolepsy. Yeah, so, and then blood tests as well. And I think you have to have sleep paralysis. There's a certain amount of sleep paralysis you have to have per week or whatever. If you have those three, I mean, I guess you could fake having that, but you can't fake the spinal tap. You can't fake the sleep clinics. If you have those three, you will most likely get a narcolepsy diagnosis. So, there you go. And I'm type 2, by the way, just to clarify. Type 1 tends to get diagnosed faster because those are the people, like, have you ever seen the movie Deuce Bigelow, where she's, like, all excited and she, like, falls asleep in her soup? That is narcolepsy type 1 with cataplexy. If you don't have cataplexy, it's a mystery, you know, until you put it together. All right, I'm probably going to move that light right there in a second. Oh my gosh, Alex F. Yes. Okay, so, whew. All right, I've never taken sleeping pills because I don't need them. But my mom, she was on, I think it was Ambien for a little bit. And oh my God, there are so many weird things that she would do and she wouldn't realize it. And it took like me and my dad like recording a couple things for her to believe us and stop taking it. So I feel that it causes like sleepwalking, because I mean, I don't know, it's like the person will seem awake. They'll talk to you, like their eyes will be open. Or I guess you compare it to blacking out or sleepwalking, but my mom would be doing the weirdest shit. There was one time I had like a guy over or something. This was like a couple years ago. And we were in the guest room over at Inca. And like the blinds were kind of open, like halfway or whatever. And we hear someone go in the backyard and they just were standing there, like looking out the fence or whatever, not where we were, but the other opposite end. And they just stood there forever. And then, like, we were kind of creeped out. We get up to see what the fuck, because, I don't know, maybe it was my dad smoking or something. No. We look, and it's my mom just standing there. Like, she stood there for, like, at least half an hour. And then I went out to get her. Like, I, like, shook her. I'm like, hey, are you okay? Are you okay? And she's like, what? I'm like, let's go to bed. She's like, what? I'm like, you need to go to bed. I put her to bed, and I told her about it the next day, and she still didn't believe me. So then my dad and I like stayed up and we recorded a couple other instances, and then showed it to her, and she finally was like, okay, I'll stop taking it. I would say, I mean, I think that's scary for anybody, but like if you have any tendencies towards violence or I don't know, man, that's just all bad to me. I'm not judging you if you take it and if it works for you or if it's the only thing that works for you and you have like a safety plan in order and you know you won't hurt yourself or others accidentally. That's fine. But I feel like almost everyone I know that has taken it, and some people even take it recreationally, and that I don't fucking get that. What? But yeah, it's a little scary. I guess because I'm like a control freak, so the whole not knowing what I did the night before, or not having that filter that controls what we do and say, I don't like that. Which is also why I'm like, you know, people swear by doing these rituals with ayahuasca to like get past certain like issues they have. I mean, yeah, I'd like to face my issues and get over some of them, but I feel so scared of what could happen. Not what I might see, but I feel like something horrible would happen and I would have no control over it. I had a horrible salvia trip a while back. Not a while back, several years ago, probably like 5-6 years ago. And it was so bad. It was so freaking bad that I never touched that stuff again. And anything stronger than that, pff, yeah, right. There's no way. I just won't do it. I have no tears, Gypsy. Yeah, so gypsy tears. No, I don't have any gypsy tears. I have artificial tears. I have that. Let's move this light, guys. Let's do that. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure. Okay. Gotta move this. Okay. Okay. Oh, hold on. Gotta be careful with this. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous because of the cable mess. Okay, hold on. I think we got it. Oh, no. No, we didn't. Can I put this down here? Ugh, okay, we did it. Awesome. Okay, now the lighting's much better, right? Okay, I kind of need to continue this wall over here, but I wanted to clear it because I was going to divide it in half because we're actually going to run out of this netting. I may be able to find more of it, but if not, then I'm going to have to do something. Oh my gosh, these are so cool. I told my mom she needs to get these and resell them. These are like makeup lights. They are supposed to suction on your mirror, but they fall. The suction sucks. So I'm actually going to Velcro them onto my mirror. And yeah, because the lights in these damn freaking RVs are just, they're not enough light. Even if, well, and my electrical's out. So even if my electrical, when my electrical was working properly, it still was really, really dark. Like, it was really unflattering for photos or streaming. So doing makeup, as you can imagine, it's bad. But 2 of these on my bathroom mirror will be awesome. Let me see if the camera will follow me. Hold on. Is this it? Nope, wrong camera. Okay, hold on. Is it this one? Okay, hold on. Let me show you guys what I did in the bathroom to make more space. All right. Now, it's not, like, aesthetically, it could be cuter, but functional-wise, it's been really nice right now, so let me show you. Okay. Okay, hold on. So see these baskets? All right, these baskets I freaking put on the wall to get crap off the floor because there's not a lot of counter space. And there was another RV I was going to take over to put just my clothes and makeup in. And that one, I found out, has a horrible leak. Like, really bad, dude. Not just like a leak, but mushrooms were fucking growing out of the carpet. So that's bad. Let me show you. Yeah, these are actually really nice, and they stay cool apparently. You know how most fluorescents like will generate heat? Apparently these don't at all. Yes, I did decorate the ceiling. I love the ceiling. Thank you for noticing. Okay, hold on. It's this camera. Sorry. Yeah, the ceiling is actually my favorite part. Oop. Love the ceiling. Okay, yeah. So this is the black and white room in the RV. I'm still working on it. And I think it's actually kind of becoming my favorite room. We have these. This is a fencing. It's all, again, part of the kind of like Victorian motif that's been going on around here. And so, yeah, I got to figure out which ones I want to use. We also have, let's see, I could finish the black on that wall too. But you know what, let's just finish the netting first. Because this room is so close to done. It's going to be awesome when it's done. And everything, I'm going to be super crazy about the details in here. Like, literally, every single thing in this room is going to have to be black and white. If it's not, I'll have to just store it away or paint it black and white. Like, even down to the pins. But see how some of these caps are light green? Yeah, I'm going to paint that. Dead ass. So everything's literally all going to be black and white. Okay. Let's see. This one. This one. Okay. Whoop, there we go. This wall, I hate that delay right there. Okay. So see how some of it's shiny and some, like this one right here? Whoop. See how that's shiny? I don't like that. I decided the matte black looked a lot better. So that wall with the 2 mirrors, the wall right next to it, right here that we're still working on, those two are going to look exactly the same. So, and I may do a design. I don't know if I want to paint it on this shelving right here, or if I want to do it, or if I want to like carve wood pieces or metal. And then the cabinets, well, this is actually a closet. Oh. The closets are going to be all white and black too. So where do we want to put this? I guess we can put this here. All right. Okay, we'll put that there for now. Yeah, because of the freaking the leak mess going on in the other RV that my clothes and makeup were supposed to go in, I had to take all the clothes and makeup out. So it's kind of chaos. Then I decided I was going to build some kind of a like pallet shed for clothes and makeup. And I got all the pallets, I got all the wood, and then it's been raining. It's been raining cats and dogs. So construction somewhat out of the question for now. So that's going to have to hold off. And me and the clutter mess of clothes and makeup are just temporarily going to have to coexist, unfortunately. All right, let's move this. See, I just have so many of these things full of fucking makeup. And I gave away and threw away so much makeup. Like, I don't know, whatever. I'm probably going to cancel my subscription to Ipsy, even though I fucking love it. I don't need any more makeup. So that's probably my best bet. Because right now, I'm not buying anymore, but I am acquiring it through the subscription, even though it's a really good deal. I have too much shit. Let's move this. I think I definitely want some kind of design on these cabinet doors, or the closet doors. Definitely want something there. Okay. Maybe I can put this down here. Okay. Let me move this. Ah! Oh, that fucking hurt. Damn it. The light just smacked my eye. Sorry, guys. Okay, hold on. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Okay. I was trying to move it, but apparently I can't really move it that much. I don't have a lot of leeway here with the cable. Okay, there we go. Now I can see what I'm doing over there. Let me know if you guys notice the frames dropping, or because I know one of the cameras is buffering, but if there seems to be any issues with that, my Wi-Fi, my portable Wi-Fi, the data should have reset the other day, so there shouldn't be any problems. If there are, I will call and bitch. I also haven't gotten my Skyroam yet. Skyroam is or Skyroam Solis or something. It's this it's another portable Wi-Fi, but it's supposedly truly unlimited. Oh, now these are all dropped frames. Damn it. Okay, guys, hold on. We're gonna go to a quick break because I'm seeing that both frames, for whatever reason, are fucking frozen. As soon as I mentioned that, I jinxed myself. So stand by. Let me try to fix this. I may have to restart the stream. I hope not. Let's see if this fixes it, okay? Okay, so alright guys, it's still frozen and I can't explain it, so I'm gonna restart this. So we'll be right back. I apologize for the inconvenience.